Hi everyone, and welcome back. I'm Alexia, your favorite college admissions coach, and today I'm going to talk to you guys about choosing the appropriate major. So first things first, there are a lot of things to take into account when choosing your major. I'll give you a little background about me. So growing up, I always knew I wanted to become a doctor. I knew I wanted to become an orthopedic surgeon, and I always thought that like the route you had to take was, okay, I'm gonna have to take some difficult science major like biochemistry or something, and then get into medical school, go that route. I went that route. I didn't go to medical school, started a company and, chose a different route. But I did go the route of biochemistry, and if I have to be honest, I hated my major. I hated every second of it. I did not like a single class at all. I really didn't like my classmates either. And the teachers were not nice. The subject material did not interest me, and I do not use my degree to today. I am a college admissions coach. But I am grateful for that journey because now I can advise other pre-meds on what not to do. And I can also make this video and tell you why you should not choose a major that you don't like. First things first is college debt ain't no joke, or the amount of the price tag that you pay for college is no joke. So think about that. There's two sides that I want to say with this. The first thing is the price tag of college is expensive. So you have to pay that money back. So I know that there are ways to be lucrative in a lot of careers, but I'm just saying, the likelihood of you getting a high-paying job after college as an engineering major is more likely than if you chose art history or women's studies. I'm just saying. That's just facts. So if you feel like you might come from a financially disadvantaged family and you don't have any means to pay for college, and you're going to college and you're choosing a major that might add to your financial disadvantage, I do not recommend doing that, because you still have to earn a living. Having passion is great, but make your passion your hobby if it cannot feed you. And that's also what led me to my decision of becoming a biochemistry major. My passion is journalism, and I would have loved to have been like a travel journalist for Condé Nast. That's still my dream today, and I'm still gonna try to make it happen. So go follow at Alexia Eats and Travels Instagram page, so that way you can help that following, make that dream come true. So that would have been my goal, but I thought about it, and maybe I'm sounding like a dream crusher right now. I was like, okay, I can do both. I could be a traveling doctor. I could be a journalism major, take my pre-med classes, go to medical school. After talking to my grandmother about this, she thought that journalism was a fake major. Like, who goes to college to want to pursue a journalism degree? Even though that would have made me happiest, I did not go that route. In retrospect, I kind of wish I did, just because of how my life turned out with doing pageantry and the things that I became interested in. And just knowing me and my work ethic and my drive to always accomplish my goals, I know I could have made that successful. I could have been that 1 in a million that got the dream job that I wanted. So my advice now is, I guess, follow your passion. So think about if follow your passion if money isn't that big of a deal. Even if money is that big of a deal, follow your passion. So I know everything that I'm saying is contradicting, and the reason why it's contradicting, I think that's okay too, because this is entirely your decision, and I am not going to make that decision for you. I'm just going to tell you all the viewpoints of that decision. So let's say you follow your passion. For instance, I think it can be very advantageous, even if there is a high dollar sign to your passion, if you are going into a guaranteed high-paying career, like being a physician or any other, or engineering, or things along those lines. If you come from a financially disadvantaged background, there are lots of opportunities for scholarships in those fields, as well as, obviously, eventually, it's going to be a long road, but eventually you'll graduate and make a good attending paycheck, and then you can pay back your debt. that's acquired a lot of interest. So that's what happens when you follow your passion. I would also think about the type of life that you want and your work-life balance, and also think about why you're in it. As I was like, I took some gap years after I graduated undergrad, and I was getting a master's in neuroscience, and I was a student at Washington University in St. Louis, and I didn't even like that major then either, and I constantly was doing things that I did not like. I started falling more in love with education and Alexia Academic Consulting when I could take it around the world with me. At the time when I was interviewing for medical school, I was also Miss United States, and I was a full-time student at Washington University taking 20 credits a semester. As a master's student, those classes were very difficult, and I did full-time research in the pediatric neurology department, and I had started Alexia Academic Consulting. And no, that was not like a burning passion to work all those jobs. Tuition was expensive. It was $50,000 a year. And I was, just trying to make it happen. But at this time, when I had all of this going on, I also fell in love, and I also started seeing the world differently because I was traveling the world. I was living life. I was doing everything that I felt like for the longest I couldn't do because of school or being just like, just trying for this goal and always trying to please an admissions committee with the hundreds of hours of research or shadowing or whatever else I had to do. So I felt most alive, and then I just decided to change my mind about wanting to do that. You also might feel the same way. You might go through all of college and hate your major. I do advise that you change it before you graduate, because you have to live this life. It's your life to live. There are more important things than the size of your paycheck or the prestige that comes with your title or whatever else, or your family's expectations. If your family wants you to have that job so badly, then tell them to go back to college and tell them to go get that job, since they have a burning passion for someone to do it. If it ain't you, then just go tell that to them. So that's my rampage for today. So I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and choose the major that's for you. Your summer orientation is going to be coming up soon. It's okay to think on it. And also, don't get peer pressured into putting a whole bunch of super difficult classes onto your freshman first semester schedule. Take it low. I think I've just been inspired for my next video.